Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, Maniac Mafia? Yo, we got Keith Lee ruined his restaurant in 24 hours from old Meezy, yo. If y'all already know, I think it's the tenderism, right? The old ass black man, that nigga, bro. Let's just see what the fuck this shit is about, bro. How did Keith Lee ruin a restaurant? I mean, Keith Lee is a food critic. If you don't know, I think everybody know that, but he can't really ruin restaurants. He can, but.
When I tell you I've never seen a fall from grace like this, it's actually quite amazing. But hey, that's the power of social media. Y'all know that old black man that sits at the barbecue restaurants and shakes his meat until it falls apart?
Pause.
I tried telling y'all about tenderness. But I'm gonna say, do that look like I planned?
Yo, Unc really got that meat.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
Tendernism.
It's a possibility. Oh my. Shake it like a sucker.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
What the fuck? Well, it turns out Mr. Tenderism may not be so tender to his customers. In fact, he might just be a Steven from Django. Listen, man, if you're doing this and you want to be true to this, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for the channel. Now, back to the video. We haven't seen him on the scene for a long time, but remember when Keith Lee used to go to these establishments around the time of 21 and 22? He used to really shake the table. And so when Mr. Tenderism's video started to go viral,
This nigga right here, yo, I ain't gonna lie. What's this nigga named Jordan Klepper? Yo, I love this nigga, bro. Word of bro, I follow this nigga. Yo, this nigga's like, I'm glad, yo. This nigga's funny as shit, I ain't gonna lie.
different celebrities and, you know, social media figures started to pop up.
Nigga Desi.
Our good buddy, the good food reviewer Keith Lee, had to go visit the restaurant. But this would expose the tricks of the trade to the tenderism game.
Me and my family are currently in Marietta, California, and this, in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my hand is food from Destination Smokehouse, with the tenderism.
Go back.
Mission are currently in Marietta, California.
Hold
This,
on.
in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my
Sheesh.
hand.
Oh my God.
10,000 requests, bro.
How, Sway?
How many niggas like watching niggas eat? Real shit. Why y'all like watching niggas eat food, bro? That's a weird. Yo, the internet is weird. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know. I don't like watching niggas eat. And probably the only person I think I've ever watched eat on YouTube is Phantom. And that's, you know, it's Phantom, bro. You kind of, I don't know, bro. I think it's weird there, bro.
This food from Destination Smokehouse.
You can watch what you want, though.
The tenderism. My whole mission today to see, in my opinion,
That's
is
good.
the food actually tenderism, or do I just love watching Unc? Let's find out together.
I got it. Let's try it. Let's ready 1 through 10.
Spent 120.
This nigga know the whole intro.
Service my family said was very good. We gonna start with what I came here for. Their beef rib. I didn't touch it. I didn't do nothing. This how it came. To me, it looked like it's sliced. It looked like they slit it straight down the back. So when I pick it up, that's what happened.
Oh, they.
And see if it falls off the bone. Well, it ain't no bone in here. I'm gonna just see if it falls.
It ain't falling off the bone, then if they already cut it.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
That shit look hard as hell, bro. What the fuck?
It ain't going nowhere.
So we were lied to the whole time. The meat ain't really tender. He's cutting the meat. You know, I never felt this lied to about a online personality and the products that they have since the strawberry mint growth oil guy. You know, the guy that told us to brush 15 strokes an angle, do not miss an angle. And then ultimately to come to find out he was doing nothing but going to Turkey to get his hairline filled in.
Nigga.
Black men. They keep deceiving me. On a serious note,
That nigga was
that's not
poor.
what's important at all. Overall, Keith Lee gave a favorable review. You know, said that this was a worthwhile place. The food was good.
8 out of 10. For me, the standout was absolutely the oxtail. But past the oxtail, the standout is Unc. Not only, in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that, to show your true personality, to be yourself, no matter how fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for...
We went in to have a conversation with Unc to leave him a $5,000 tip, plus leave $1,000 to pay for anybody in line. W Keith Lee, chat, you feel me? W fucking Keith Lee.
But to go the way it's going,
Now, although his meat wasn't as loose as advertised, Keith Lee did what he normally does in these
Yo,
situations.
the meat jokes in this video is crazy.
Restaurant that he's about to honestly boost into another stratosphere. He goes in and he tips the people very generously. But upon going in and attempting to tip Mr. Tenderism, aka Uncle Steven, a good amount of money, this is where the curtain starts to fall down on the whole Tenderism empire.
I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unc. So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast.
Okay.
We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was gonna give him a hand. They didn't take it, so we're not only gonna take this money and feed some people, but we just gonna do what we feel like we're supposed to do in the community with. And as always, after this, I pray and hope
W. Keith Lee, chat.
your target audience.
Now, W. Keith Lee is always, and this could all be swept under the rug as a total misunderstanding. But when we see the response from the restaurant, it has everybody asking one question and one question only.
Some circumstances that happen after the fact with other people that he talked to.
Why my son in the corner look wild sad, bro? What the fuck y'all doing to bro? Yeah, yo, if y'all don't know, watch the Stanley documentary, bro. If I realize that I really love Stanley, check out the Stanley documentary, bro. Y'all should be seeing what they do to the actual elderly men that actually get a little bit of success towards the end of their life. Yo, bro, they be working these niggas to the bone, bro. Y'all better not be doing this shit to Uncle over here, bro. Where the bro? Because it's a black man, nigga. We'll come to the streets. You better not be, yo, let that nigga find out y'all working onto the bone, bro. It'll be a gang of black people riding, bro. Oh my God.
That opened our eyes up to why he probably felt the way that he did. Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media to offer a tip.
Wait, who is that white man? That's right, Mr. Tenderism, the old man that
Where? Who the white
shakes his
nigga?
head on the internet, falls off the bone and throws his glasses, is actually not the owner of the smokehouse. It's the white guy sitting next to him, giving the explanation as to what's going on in the restaurant, the day-to-day, what happened.
never thought bro was the owner.
Situation. And as you can see, Mr. Tenderism in this video looks like a droopy dog. And not only are people upset that Mr. Tenderism isn't the actual owner, I mean, it would be like finding out that the tooth fairy isn't real. It's painful, but it's something that we can, rise above. What actually is pissing them off is the explanation from the owner about Mr. Tenderism's involvement. Trust me, it gets really, really strange from here on out.
Some circumstances that happen after the fact with other people that he talked to that opened our eyes up to why he probably felt the way that he did. Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really...
Nigga, he's a person, and we're just trying to show some admiration. He's just trying to show some admiration, show a little love. I don't know where you from, bro, but $5,000, niggas will accept that shit universally. Nigga, what? Yo, bro, what the fuck this nigga talking about, bro?
He thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business owner? Tip the whole staff.
Shut your bitch ass up!
I think that
I want to give this to Walter.
But he don't own the restaurant.
He specifically said his name to ask me a couple of questions. To ask him a couple of questions, I meant to say. That's how he presented it. He didn't say, hey, I want to give y'all this, and in the meantime, can I talk to Walter and Nick or whatever? He literally asked for him only and said he want to give him that amount of money.
Even Reynaldo, what's your bill? Or something.
Yeah, nigga, he wanted to give him the bread and leave. What the fuck?
Anybody else, it would have felt like it was coming from a place that we would have accepted, but...
Are we serious?
That we have this following? Yeah, you want me to cut it short? Sorry, brother.
Hey, look here. I'd like you to some kind of way get in touch with him if possibility. Tell him when he come back.
What Keith Lee does with his money is his own concern. And this is precisely the reason why
Y'all not getting that money back.
about his
That shit gone.
interviews and his food reviews the way that he does. Is because once people find out who he is, what he's trying to do, and all this other stuff, they take advantage of him. We covered it on this channel when he did his Atlanta food review. And we've also talked about it in his DC food review and pretty much every food review that Keith Lee has done. I really think that's why he's taken a more step back, public facing hiatus from doing these types of things, is because the the ability to just be taken advantage of for the things that Keith Lee can do for a restaurant skyrocketed once his reviews became popular. I also find it nasty that this owner now is trying to minimize and speak for Mr. Tenderism. He wanted to give the tip to the old man because the old man is the front-facing image of the platform and who we thought was the owner of the restaurant. Whether he pocketed or distributed it shouldn't really matter. None of the excuses that he gave matter. And now
Word. Your son just said a bunch of bullshit, bro, and then just like, oh, I'm sorry. Would you now like to go get the fuck out of it? Let him talk. He's cooking the ribs. He's making the oxtails, and Lord knows your white ass ain't got that flavor. You don't got that flavor, Mr. White Man. I promise you. Your ancestors ain't make that flavor. They ain't the yo. Come on now, bro. Let the black man that cook talk. He who cooks talks.
now what's interesting about this whole situation is because based off of the fame, based off of the notoriety that the restaurant is getting, and based off of the fact that he understands, the owner that is, that Mr. Tenderism is going around as the brand on the internet for this restaurant, he's decided to now place himself in every single one of the future videos going forward.
People thought the worst part was that Unc wasn't the restaurant owner. It wasn't. The real outrage is that the term tendernism was trademarked by the restaurant owner. What we are witnessing is an old black man being used as a mascot for
you took that nigga word.
Restaurant. And let's be honest, after seeing all those viral videos of the meat falling off the bone, anybody would want to try it. It was tendernism that made this restaurant explode online. People come to see him. Keith Lee came to see him. The viral fame, the business, the buzz that came from Unc, not the owner. But when Keith tried to leave a $4,000 tip, security stopped him, saying Unc was too busy. What made people even angrier was the owner's response afterward.
If I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done.
The way the owner speaks and Unc's energy just makes the whole thing feel uncomfortable. And ever since then, the owner has been showing up in every tendernism video. Now, the restaurant is getting canceled, with people saying the owner mistreated Unc.
Now, instead of trotting out that knock-knee Negro, you are bringing yourself onto the scene.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. No. No.
Leaning onto the stage.
Never is this nigga tap dancing, bro. This nigga is coon dancing. Okay, bro. All right, bro.
You see what type of fame and notoriety he's getting. Now, I can't judge their personal relationship, but I can't know what's going on. But it's kind of nasty that the owner of the restaurant trademarked the phrase and saying that this older black gentleman made up. And it's also strange that they go from no commercials with this white guy to now all of the commercials, all of the social media posts, all of the blog postings are with
my son want the fame. He want the clout.
Out the authentic feel of what's going on. For a lot of people, Mr. Tendernism reminded them of their uncle at the barbecue, you know, their grandfather at the fish fry, that one guy that's at the side of the road of the combination BP vape shop, barber shop.
Nah, let's really talk about it, bro, for a second, chat. Who out here really miss cookouts, bro? Barbecues, bro? I haven't been to a barbecue since I was like fucking 14, bro. I'm 23, bro. Yo, my nigga, who misses them old school cookouts, bro? Your cousins is around, your uncles is on the grill, you feel me? You got that one fat uncle that's on the grill, you feel me? You smell the hot dogs, the burgers, the chicken. Yo, bro, half the time, bro, you feel me? If you black, you know, you Spanish, niggas get too drunk, or maybe your auntie start fighting, maybe your uncle start fighting, you don't even know. It's gonna be a random fight, but you know it's gonna be lit, you feel me? You gonna, halfway through the night, you gonna hear everybody getting pulled apart. Then an hour later, everybody good back drinking and dancing all over again. You feel me? Yo, bro, you got that one uncle that's passed out in the room. Nigga drank too much. Yo, you got the baby in the room on the random. Yo, bro, I miss them old school cookouts, bro. Yo, bro, we need to bring them back. This generation is whack. We don't do shit. Nobody grill, nobody do nothing in this generation, bro. Everybody from the age of 21 going to like 27. I swear to God, them niggas don't do grill. Them niggas don't fix no tires. Them niggas don't do nothing. Bro, we need to bring the cookouts back. Word, bro. We bringing the cookouts back. I'm doing a cookout this year for 4th of July. Word, bro. We got to bring the cookouts back. And I'm going to be on the grill. Watch.
That has the grill out front that, you know, does his own little shake meat interpretation. And even if you look at the past videos and stuff like that, this looks like an authentic situation going on built off of the back of, you know, the old man in this situation, Unc.
Man, look here. We got to do something, man. Let's do some barbecue. Yeah, idea, man. We're gonna try. I said, go to Home Depot and get one of them little grills. We don't need the kitchen. We just need the little grill. And
right.
that's how it began.
We did 10 slabs of ribs. He cooked them his way, direct heat.
Start with a hope and a dream, chat.
Of half chickens, and we sold out of both in about like a 4-hour window. And to us, that was a lot. We were really like happy.
Good shot. Yes, good shot.
But as we look more into it, it was his idea to go
Unc
ahead
is
and
cool as
use
shit.
his cooking methods, most likely his labor as well. So what did you really bring? Probably the financials, but why do you feel like you have to be so front-facing now? Now the internet is worried about this seemingly narcissistic owner.
I mean, well, technically, if we being real technical about it, he paid for it, so if the nigga want to put his face on it, he can.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
No, he's got a point.
You know, let's be honest, you feel me? It's not, hey, if he ain't shown himself before and he chose to push Unc to the front to use him as a fucking, you know, as a label, bro, that's wrong. But if the nigga want to show his face now, hey, he got all right to do it. Nigga pay for it.
And how he is dealing with Mr. Tenderism because they feel like he's being exploited.
I had a wonderful woman come up to me today and she stopped me. I was at the soda machine and she's like, how does it feel to change the world?
Ain't nobody come here to see you, Otis, and ain't nobody say that to you. How does it feel to be changing the world? You making barbecue, bro. Come on, stop it. Now,
exactly.
The black community don't want to support Destination Smokehouse. Now you're making a video pretty much saying like, hey, I ain't racist, guys. Nobody said you're racist. You said you're capitalizing off of black business.
Appropriation.
Black owned. And we see the jig that is going on, and the jig is up. And then you got Tenderism sitting in the back of your video like a fucking prop. And it's given to Django.
Look, man, Mr. Tenderism can't be saved, y'all. That man brought Mr. Tenderism. And I'm from Alabama. I'm so used to seeing older black men be that way towards their bosses and their masters. And y'all wonder why I'm so aggressive.
I believe it. He said Alabama.
That's what I saw growing up. That's why I don't look up to no older black men. I can't tell you not one that I'm looking up to, because that's how I saw them act back in the day. That's all. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mr. Tenderism, you done been bought.
Why
oh, Mr.
Tenderism, the owner of Destination Smokehouse Destination, the guy who owns the restaurant, well, Unc, aka Mr. Tenderism works. Why are we seeing him in videos now? Why are we still hearing from him? Why is he doing Mr. Tenderism's shtick? It's fake. It's appropriation. It's vulturing. It's copying. We've seen this happen far too many times. Mr. Tenderism, I'm not even talking to him anymore because apparently he loves being in that position where his talent and all that just being used and abused and taken advantage of.
So he getting paid.
The owner was in.
All right, pause. We're not about to go up like that. Let's be honest, bro. My son is old and he getting paid. He don't give a fuck, bro. As long as this nigga bills is paid and his bed is comfortable, bro, and this nigga got a little bit of cash that he probably leaving to his family, he don't give a fuck, bro. He don't give a fuck. It ain't that deep.
The comments like, Walt is an employee. He's a trusted employee. Like, he was a house nigga. Like, he's an trusted employee. He's a loved employee. We value him, but he's still an employee. He said nothing about being a partner. Nothing about no 50-50. As a matter of fact, I don't know if the video is still there, but the owner had asked Walt, did he want to be an owner? Did he want his own restaurant?
Shorty. We really about to do this? Hold on, where's that?
Matter of fact, I don't know if the video
y'all see
is
it?
still there.
Wait for it. Shorty, I know you did not call bro a house nigga. Where's the rest of your nails, ma?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Where's the rest of your nails, ma? We not about to call somebody a house nigga and you missing the rest of your nails, bro. Come on now, chat. Like, yo, at least show a little respect. Show a little respect. You feel me? Ain't nobody else on here calling, bro. I mean, the internet is crazy, so you know people are probably doing it, but just show a little respect, bro. Respect people nowadays, bro. Niggas is wilding, bro.
The owner had asked Walt, did he want to be an owner? Did he want his own restaurant? And Walt kept saying no, that this was good enough for him, helping his brother.
How you know this?
In the videos like Suge Knight.
Oh, so it is clear. I watched the Quentin Tarantino.
How do you know this, bro?
Same type of topic. It featured a man named Django. Leonardo DiCaprio was Mr. Candy, and there was one black guy, Samuel Jackson. His name was Steven. The reason why this bothers me is because post George Floyd,
fucking love Samuel Jackson
era, there was an uptick of black business support. support. There was an uptick in a lot of other business supports, you know, people praising their intersectionalities and their identities and, you know, boosting that to the forefront as a way to advertise their business. But I'm speaking about black businesses at this point. And as a black person, we know how this goes. Hell, as a consumer of food, we know how this goes. I like any restaurant, but if I hear that it's black owned and I hear that black people are making the food, I'm more inclined to go there, especially when it's something that psychologically I link to a certain type of person. You know, I want to go into the Mexican food place and see Mexicans making the food. If I go to the Chinese place, I want to see Chinese people making the food. It just kind of lines up like that. If I go to the
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with an Indian person making Chinese food, you feel me? There's nothing wrong with it, bro. That's the whole point of learning other cultures, you feel me, cuisine. Like, word of bro. I like, shit, do I still have it here? I do. Hold on, chat. This is the whole point of learning other people's cuisine. Now, I'm not fucking Asian, but look, Southeast Asian grilling, bro. And when you look into shit like this, bro, hold on. One of the fucking shit that I did, bro, grilled. You can see it because the fucking light is wild bright. I ain't gonna lie. You can't see it, but look at the picture. You feel me? That's grilled soy sauce chicken wings. You feel me, chat? Gangsta. I got one more. Wait, where's that? I go, that's the pork. So it's all my Muslims out there. You feel me? I'm sorry. You feel me? That niggas got you with a Trang style roasted suckling pig. Bro, that's the whole point of learning other people's cultures, bro. Now, I'm not Asian. I'm not Vietnamese. I'm not Chinese. I'm not Korean. I'm not none of that shit. But damn sure I will be making a couple recipes out this book on stream. I'll put that back in my library later.
Italian restaurant and see anybody else besides an Italian back there in the kitchen, it's gonna make me a little weary. Not that I won't eat the food, but you know, it's gonna make me weird. Nonetheless, propping yourself up as a black-owned and black-run business via your marketing campaign is actually nasty when you know for a fact that this man doesn't even own 1%. He actually gets paid 1%. Mind you, as we heard in the video earlier, this is this man's barbecue. It's his seasonings, it's his cooking methods, it's all of that. There shouldn't have been any conversation about, do you want to be a partner? Do you want to be an owner? That should have just been a part of the beginning stages, full stop. So I actually am gonna have to agree with the social zeitgeist and say like, yo, no, you are taking advantage of him. And this actually is a disgusting look. And because you've built your name off of social media fame, it's only gonna fall apart as people get there. I'm glad that Keith Lee saved a lot of people's time by actively going and reviewing this food, but more importantly, exposing the fact that this isn't who they say they are. Truly, I get the concept of having some sort of marketing gimmick or shtick in order to push your product.
Hey, shout out to Keith Lee for telling us that it's a white person.
I think it should have been made clear from the beginning that Unc was more of a mascot as opposed to an owner. That this was a regular business and not something propped up to be black owned. That you cut your damn meat as opposed to it actually falling off the bone. That's what really hurts the most. Y'all actually
Nah, word, bro.
Y'all don't even, oh my God.
Go ahead, cutting the rib and shit. Yo. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'll still try it. If that shit, where is that shit at? Atlanta? Right? I think it's Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm ever in Atlanta, I'll go try the shit, bro. You know, it still look good. I would still like to try Unc's flavors because the bulk on that meat should look beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. But if you like the video, feel me, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. You feel me? Hit the notification bell, subscribe. Click pushing down below to come see the reactions live. Follow my Instagram, RyManiac, and my TikTok, RyManiac. I'll see y'all later. I appreciate y'all love and support. Peace.